Let's review the Blokees Classics class Optimus Primal, and this time it is his robot mode. Now again, just like with my other Blokees, this guy is a model kit, and the build process was very easy. And if you're curious about the build process, I will put it at the end of this video. Now, sculpting wise, this guy looks very good. He is extremely detailed, as always with Blokees figures. There is a lot of really nice detailing going on. Like even the back, like that is insanely detailed. I feel like this is the most detailed back I have ever seen. Like it's pretty creepy, not gonna lie. Very detailed throughout the entire figure. Except for these upper arms, which should stand out normally because they are completely flat, but they don't really stand out with this guy because this guy is just pure grey. Another piece that is lacking in detail is really just his butt. His butt is just undetailed other than that crack right there, his butt crack. It's completely smooth, but other than those two areas, sculpting on this guy is very nice. What's not nice about this guy is painting. He is completely one color, except for the face, which is painted in silver, and the clear plastic. This is very disappointing, as just like with the gorilla mode, I do wish they could have painted it, like maybe added some like silver highlights throughout the entire thing. Because he does look very basic. He does just look like a generic robot. Like even though the sculpting is really nice, the lack of paint really hides all the detail. And he just becomes like this grey blob. So quite unfortunate, but I think it's standard with Blokees to just not paint their figures that well. Proportionally wise, he's not movie accurate in terms of proportions, and he does really have the cartoon proportions. As I said in my Optimus Prime review, this guy has the Fortnite proportions. He just looks like the Fortnite character, I guess. In a way, I do think it's good. I'm not really against this aesthetic. Like, I don't mind this type of proportion because they didn't take the cartoon aspect too far. And yeah, it does still look very good. If you just wanted a Fortnite figure of this guy, I guess you got him right here. Just get this guy. He glows a really nice green, like a really nice emerald green. I think that's very cool, and I also like how they made the chest piece glow as well, which is, I think, not accurate, but I think it's a cool creative liberty that they took. But yeah, very nice. And for some reason I find this guy to be very sensitive in terms of the light. As compared to the other Blokees figures, this guy is like really easy to trigger the light. Now in terms of accessories, he does come with two swords, which I think are very nicely detailed, and they can fit into his hands. These are the hands with the fists. He can either do one in each hand, or he can do two in one hand. So yeah, very nice weapon. Again, it's just pure grey. It also comes with these open hands. They can very easily just tab onto the ball joint. Very nice option. And I'll do the other one as well. Yeah, it's very easy to attach. And I really like these hands. It does allow for some very unique posing options.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the... But anyway, so yeah, that's a move that I've been working on. And it's called the Where's My Hug? Twitch chat actually named it. I think it's pretty fire.
And in terms of posing, I find that this guy is very easy to pose, which is very good, mainly due to his high amount of articulation, which involves a ball joint at the head, which can look side to side, up not at all, down that much, a ball joint at the shoulder, you can go out that far, 90-degree elbow bend, swivel at the bicep, ball joints at the wrist, a waist swivel, legs can kick out that far, kick back that far, swivel above the knee, 90-degree knee bend, and a ball joint at the foot. So posability for this guy is pretty much standard among... Oh no. So posability for this guy is pretty much standard when comparing it to other Blokees figures. He has all the joints you need. He has a lot of different joints, but I just wish, like what I said with the other figures, I wish they had just had more range in the joints. Because since this doesn't transform, they have no excuse to make this elbow joint 90 degrees. It should have been a lot more. And also, the butt does hinder backwards leg movement, and this piece does hinder outwards leg movement as well. So the hip area does sort of get in the way of the leg articulation, but other than that, it's fine. Like, it's one of the better posing Blokees figures. Now let's get into some size comparisons. Here is him with the Blokees Optimus Prime and Scourge, and Optimus Primal but gorilla form. Now, remember when I was talking about how grey he is? That is the issue that I have with these guys. It makes them all blend into each other, which I think is very sad. I wish they could have just added some accents to like any of these guys. Alright, let's keep going with the size comparisons. Here is Optimus Primal with Optimus Primal and Optimus Primal. Yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about. The silver highlights, like the Studio Series version. I wish this guy had that as well. I would place him at pretty much average in comparison to the other Blokees figures. And I forgot to mention, he also has this faceplate. It's the unmasked version of his head. Taking his head off is pretty easy. You just have to pull it out like that. And it just pegs on. Very easy. As you can see, that's his alternate head sculpt. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer the masked head, so I will keep him with the masked face, because I don't really like the way they did the lips. It does look very weird. It looks very uncanny, I guess. I don't really like Primal with lips, including this guy, and like, I wish this guy had the mask on. Just like with all the other Blokees figures, this guy comes with a stand. It's exactly the same. I don't know, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but made up of 2 bits. They have these ports for his feet, and they can easily just plug in. The fact that these are 2 pieces as well means that they are modular. So you can make, I guess, sort of your own diorama. It's very customizable, and you're very free to do whatever you want. I've said this so many times, but I think it's very cool that they have these, and I think it really carries the figure as well. For example, you can make like a battlefield like this. So it's very nice. It's a very nice accessory. I think this aspect is my favorite aspect out of the Blokees line. Blokees figures are very easy to play with. It's very easy to use, very easy to build. Like, it's very friendly. He also comes with this and this. Really nice neon green. It can plug into here and here. It's very nice. I really like this effect because it does look like it glows. So, in conclusion, this guy is an average Blokees figure. He's not as good as Prime, but not as bad as Primal Gorilla Mode. He's very nice to play and mess around with. Sculpting is amazing. Sculpting is really, really good. But painting is a massive letdown. Posability is average. Accessories, I really do like the accessories. Very easy build process. The Blokees figures are basically all just the same. I'd say an average Blokees figure. I would still recommend it. If you like this design, I would still recommend it. If you like the design, if you're a fan of the proportions, it is a good figure. It is a fun figure, but I'd say only get it if you are into this character. But yeah, I'd say this guy is just pretty average. Not that good, but not that bad as well. Now I'm just gonna cut to a video of me building this guy.